Hi, welcome to AmalgamNation. This week I bring to you my bid on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, also known simply as Black Flag. In Black Flag you take on two roles. Firstly, you have the role of the most interesting playable character in the game, Edward Kenway, a pirate who only appears to care about money. I say only appears to because there are subtle hints throughout the game that he actually cares about those around him. Now, I find myself in a difficult situation. The more I play games with the intent of reviewing them or giving my opinion on them, the more I realise that doing so without spoilers is going to be a very difficult thing to do. I will still try to avoid any major spoilers, but I can make no promises about it. The second role you play is ostensibly yourself, an unnamed gamer who was lucky enough to be hired by Argh Industries' entertainment division. Personally, I have always hated the modern day parts of the Assassin's Creed series. I find that the historical parts are vastly more interesting, exploring towns, and in the case of Black Flag, exploring islands and waters that have long since changed in appearance since then. The modern parts of these games, however, are quite tedious and boring. Black Flag tries to make these parts a little more interesting by adding QR post-it notes and hacking or espionage quests, but they quickly become just as boring to do. If you could just ignore these modern day quests, then the story points of them will at least be interesting to watch. In other words, they wouldn't be half as bad if they were simply cutscenes that serve to link the modern era parts of the previous games to the modern era parts of Black Flag. But that's enough about that. As Edward Kenway, you can do the usual assassination missions, you can climb the local buildings, and the game will give you information about the historical significance of some areas. Unlike previous Assassin's Creed games, you do not play the role of an assassin. Edward is merely a gifted pirate. When the game starts, Edward is aboard an unknown pirate ship that is doing battle with another ship. Both ships are destroyed in the battle with only two survivors, Edward and an assassin named Duncan Walpole. Edward chases and kills Duncan, taking his robes and his documents. But robes alone do not make an assassin. The most interesting and enjoyable part of Black Flag is ironically based on the least interesting part of Assassin's Creed 3, the ship battles. Assassin's Creed 3's ship battles felt as if they had been hastily added onto the game at the last minute. In Black Flag, I find that sailing the Jackdaw feels like it's a natural part of the game, and this makes me feel like I should sail from one location to another instead of using the quick travel functions. The three main weapons that you are most likely to use on a regular basis are swords, pistol sets, and lastly, your hidden blades. There are several sword and pistol sets for you to obtain and use in game, but there are no upgrades to your basic hidden blades. There are also several clothing upgrades or armor upgrades. You also must upgrade your ship as you play through the game in order to keep up your ability to loot and pillage your way across the West Indies. Graphically, I love this game. The water looks so amazing, the ships to me look the part and feel right, and the animals you can hunt look and act amazingly realistic. Black Flag has quickly become my favourite Assassin's Creed game. As always, remember, play the game and game to play.